I linked up Susan Kamene to Suzie Wokabi, who is the founder of Suzie Beauty, a makeup brand here in Kenya that was acquired by a listed consumer good manufacturer, Flametree Group, in 2016. Suzie Wokabi now plays the role of the Chief Creative Officer of the Suzie Beauty brand. Hi Suzie.
Hello.
Thanks so much for creating time.
Thank you for coming.
So here's
Welcome to Suzie Beauty.
Thank you. So here's Susan. Now I was telling you about, she's a makeup artist. So I want you to share two Suzies.
Hello.
So
hello namesake.
Hi namesake. SK.
Nice to meet you.
Meets SW.
So I want you to share some nuggets of wisdom with her on how exactly she can actually grow her makeup business. So I'll leave you guys to have a conversation and then I'll just check on you guys later.
Perfect.
You guys to have a good time, alright?
Oh, yeah.
So
we will. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. I've been in the industry for 4 years now. Actually, this year marks 5 years. Yes.
In the beauty industry.
In the beauty industry as a makeup artist, yes. So how was it for you? How was it like, coming up with a makeup brand? Like that to me looks like a big, much of a deal.
A big uphill battle, like a mountain climbing story. I know, but for me it was having worked in the makeup industry since I'm going to age myself now, since 2001, and in the US and then also here from 2007. When I came back home, it was very easy to hit the ground running, and because there's very few professionals in the industry. Came to find out that there was a huge gap in the retail cosmetic space.
Very true.
That I decided to fill, and I decided to create my own product because everything was imported, everything was so unaffordable, way overpriced. So I decided I'm going to make my own, and then came to find out that we don't have anything for us, the African woman. And so I very confidently jumped into it because I knew there's a space to fill. So why don't I just try and fill it?
At some point, you sold the company.
No, the brand was acquired.
Yes, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, Suzie Beauty, the brand, was acquired by the Flametree Group, which is the building that we're in right now. Yes, so I met my my director Harold. In 2015, I was looking for a really strong partner in terms of business and getting the brand to the next level. We had come to a place where we had plateaued in terms of business, growing the brand, and the heights that Suzie Beauty is going to go, it's unfinishable, but we couldn't do it with what we could do, with what we had. So I was looking for a really strong partner, and so
to skyrocket it?
to start taking us up the mountain that we're trying to reach. So yes, they came in, and it's been 3 years now. Imagine.
And if anyone hears you explain that thing, it's something you just made people and explain to them. How was it negotiating?
It was a real. Thank you for asking that question. It was a serious process, and we took it very slow because it was a big deal for both the Flametree Group and for Suzie Beauty. And two cultures coming together, and then deciding to take on this whole new brand.
And to convince them as well. Was it?
Well, yeah, there was interest at least. So it wasn't about a lot about convincing. It was about, is this going to work? And even for me, the fear I had is the fear he had. So it was about, let's see if this is going to align. Let's see if this is going to work. And yes, it took months of talking slowly and very carefully, because I'd had other partners in the past and they didn't necessarily work out. So it was very important for me to get the right partner. And here we are today, 3 years later.
While you were a makeup artist, how did you handle clients? I started in 2014. Of course, I was young, I was naive, I didn't know much. I didn't know how to negotiate on prices because you're too lenient. You want people to like you. You want people, to take you in for your services. And the clients that they saw me start off, and then maybe they call you 2-3 years later, and they expect you to have the same price range. So I tell them there's a change, and these are people who are supportive of me, and they believed in what I did. And how I normally have a hard time, I want to maintain that relationship part as far as the business is concerned, but the people who just don't understand something called growth. I don't know how you handle such clients. It's a challenge for me to date.
I think I definitely, as a makeup artist, I definitely had that challenge.
Yeah.
Whereby also mine is worse because I started makeup artistry in New York, and there, I apart from my retail jobs with Clinique and Mac and whatever, I worked a lot of free jobs because even getting that free job, I was lining up after 200 people to get that free backstage job at New York Fashion Week or whatever it was. So and learning under, like apprenticing under a professional who's like, I mean, up there, she does the cover of Vogue, and you know, she's doing all these celebrities.
Yeah.
So being even in her presence is like, ooh.
A big deal.
So coming back, so I paid my dues, and also learning that you need to pay your dues is important, especially in this business. Right, pay your dues, and then and learning under a professional is great.
Yes.
I think even better than going to a beauty school. I went to a beauty school as well, but what I learned on the job was much more important. And then as far as like rate goes, and like, you know, when I started off, and I mean here, and that was 2007, 2008. I know, right? It was we got paid, I think 15,000 per day, which is not bad.
Yeah.
But I think it's like now this is what, 10 years later.
Yes.
I hope it's increased. I don't know. I don't know what's going on the ground.
Yes.
I can ask like my proteges and them, but I hope it's gone up. But 15,000 a day still now is still not so bad.
Not so bad, but to some people it's still a lot.
But to some people it's still a lot. Okay, so nope. Then yeah, no, you have to stand your ground sometimes.
Yes.
Especially if you have the experience, you have your kit, you have your portfolio to show, and you've done some work, and you've been paid for it. So yeah, no. So also sometimes stand your ground.
Have you met clients who like nowadays? I'm going to be very honest. Everyone nowadays feel being light skinned like this shade is very beautiful. I won't lie to you. I'm saying it. I'm a makeup artist. I've seen it. I meet people my shade. They want to be like 2-3 shades than their normal shade.
So this is where it comes to. It's education. Okay, I have that serious. I've had it from the beginning, where my color for Suzie Beauty is called SB45. Okay, there's women who come and they're much darker than me, and they want SB30, and they're like, that's my color. I'm like, no, that's not your color.
Yeah.
Please let me show you what SB70 looks like on you, because that's the one that's going to work.
Yes.
Foundation, like getting your color right is about matching here to here, and you're not also putting makeup on your neck. You're only putting it on your face. Sometimes if somebody has a lighter face and a darker neck, you need to darken the face, and it's a fact.
Exactly.
So it's science. Just like, I mean, it's art and science.
It's very difficult to handle such a client.
It really is, and my girls have that problem at the shops, and somebody will come and beg for a lighter color, and that's what they want. Okay, so in terms of sales, like sometimes you have to give it up, but backstage or like on set, you have to figure out how to stand your ground as a makeup artist, because it is your reputation at the end of the day.
That's good.
And it's your name that's going to be on that, you know, that magazine cover or that.
Very
like
true.
So you have to just educate them, like let them know.
I don't know if you faced this thing of production. I'm going to say this out very loud.
Sure.
We have this thing in Kenya where, I'll say for music videos, for example, you go there, you talk to the director, you ask him, how long will be the shoot? It's going to be 6 hours. 6 hours, yeah, it starts by 8, then by 1 we'll be done. And then they extend it to 6 in the evening, and they don't, like, you try and tell them, if I extend like 2-3 more hours, you're supposed to pay me.
Absolutely.
And it's such a big deal when you say that to them. Like they don't pay overtime. How did you handle that, being a makeup artist, not having been paid
Contract.
for overtime?
Contract. Have a strict contract. So your work hours are what? 6 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is that you decide on your contract. Anything after that is paid, and have it contractually done, and they sign off before you start the job.
So when you're coming up with your makeup brand, were there any rules or conditions that you had to follow for you, like, to be officially out there?
Of course. One was, okay, my two things, and I don't know why I knew this very clearly from the beginning, was trademarking, first of all, because I'm brand building, and so Suzie Beauty has been trademarked since day one. And then I sat at KEBS, you know KEBS, our Bureau of Standards.
Yes.
I sat in their office going through their chemistry books for days and days and days and days, because they're very stringent, and I love that about Kenya. So whereby I found that ingredients that are in very many international brands are illegal in this country.
I've learned so much from you in just a few minutes.
I quit weddings like in year 2.
Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I'll take it with me.
Awesome.
And anyway I get stuck, if I tell you, if for me, I don't know if I'll open a makeup brand, a makeup line, but maybe I may come up with something different.
Who knows? Whatever. There's room for everyone. There's room for everyone.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, namesake.
Yes, namesake.
What I've learned is that patience. That is one major thing I've learned after interacting with Suzie and Wokabi. You meet such people and they tell you like, I had to meet so and so, I had to research on this and this. And you tend to think these things take like 2 months or 6 months. I was so shocked when she told me even just setting up the brand took her like about 2-3 years. So that is one thing I've learned from her. And also you need to be a bit aggressive and also be very keen with who you are going to like partner with.
Thank you so much for having watched The Business Coach. Hope you've learned a thing or two about the makeup business from the conversation between Suzie Wokabi and Susan Kamene. Please share with us your feedback on social media. The handles are right down below. The hashtag is KTN Business Coach. Please keep it right here on The Business Coach each and every week, where we help entrepreneurs better their business.